Hey guys, welcome to my reread review for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the second book in the Harry Potter series. I'd really like to spend a lot of time on this video talking about how to make a good sequel, because I feel like J.K. Rowling really nails it with Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. To make a good sequel, you really need to take what made the first book so good and you need to replicate it, but you don't need to ruin what you did the first time, and you don't need to try and do the same thing twice. That's one of the biggest problems that I have with modern sequels and even some older sequels. For example, take the Sonic movie franchise. The first Sonic movie was a great adventure following the human character Tom, who is a more serious character, and the CGI character Sonic, who is a funny, goofy character. While that formula really worked, Sega and Paramount really needed to do something different the second time around. They needed to innovate, but they didn't. Instead, they just introduced a new character. They introduced Tails, but they stuck to a very similar plotline, just changing the setting. And I find that I love Sonic 2. It's a great movie, but I find that to dull the experience. Rowling doesn't do that here. The Chamber of Secrets is not a dull book. It's a very, very interesting, enticing book. She takes what makes the first book so good, the mystery, the constant threat, everything that made the first book so magical, and she replicates that. In the first book, we're always wondering, has Voldemort gotten the Sorcerer's Stone? Has Voldemort stolen the Sorcerer's Stone? Has Voldemort penetrated the defenses for the Sorcerer's Stone? We're always wondering, has Voldemort beaten us to the punch? In the second book, we're always wondering, what's up with all these attacks? What's causing them? Will we ever figure out who's behind the attacks? Will the people who have been attacked ever be healed? Will they ever go back to normal? It's the mystery that makes the book so enticing, that makes them so interesting, that makes them... Have you ever heard that a book's hard to put down? You just want to keep reading it. That is what drives Rowling's readers to continue reading, and that's why Harry Potter is such a popular series, because Rowling capitalizes on the reader's need to understand these mysterious concepts and questions that we face throughout her novels. Another really key concept is that she doesn't mirror the plot. Yes, it's similar. Harry, Ron, and Hermione go on an adventure. They have conflicts with other characters. They face problems. They face difficult situations. And in the end, Harry ends up going in it alone to face Voldemort. He ends up facing Voldemort alone at the end of the story. And I don't want to spoil too much, but that is the same situation that he finds himself in at the end of book 1. He's also going solo, facing off against Voldemort. And I feel like the plot is different enough to compensate for the similarity in structure. I feel like if the plot was more aligned with the original book's ideas, then it would be harder to swallow the pill of such a similar structure. But I feel like Rolling balances it out. This book is, in my opinion, one of the best sequels out there. I feel like it's hard to get a better sequel than Chamber of Secrets. And I feel like very, very few books will ever come close to having such a good sequel. I feel like the Chamber of Secrets does what it needs to do. It introduces new characters, it has humor, it has suspense, it has character relationships, and I love that the book has enough differentiation from the original, but also some similarities, some connections. So, definitely pick it up. I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5 stars, and let's put a bookmark in it for now. Thanks for watching.